What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me on my Everyday Living channel. You already know it is your girl Rayette. Welcome. I am going to be showing you how I do a quick little ponytail for work. It's nothing extravagant, it's nothing fancy smashy, but if you want to add a little bit of length or a little bit of volume to a ponytail, I'm just going to show you how I do mine because let me just tell you, when you have a cute little bun, everybody wants to know, is that your real hair? And if it's not, how did you get it to look so natural and real and this, that, and the third, even though it's not? Because there are people that always got to wonder if that's your real hair. Why? I don't know. But I'm going to show you what I do with mine. There's no gatekeeping here. As you can see, I got my real ponytailing, but I'm going to show you what I do to make it look a little bit fuller. So let's begin. And we're going to talk while I do it. But the first thing I want to lead with what we want to talk about is allowing people the room to say what they don't want to do. And we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, what I'm going to do, as you can see, I have my ponytail, so I'm going to wind my real ponytail up and just to keep it out of the way. And the reason I do that is because if you're braiding your real hair into the real ponytail, and sometimes things can get tangled, you want to pull your real hair out, and just keeping your real hair away from the actual extension doesn't, you don't run the risk of pulling your real hair out and all that good stuff. So next, as you can see, I have the ponytail in, and we can clean the edges up as we go. I just pulled it back just to have that done and for time's sake. So next, you're going to get hair. This is just braiding hair. This is nothing fancy smashy. It's just braiding hair. As if I was going to go get micro braids, this is the hair that I would use. So I would get a rubber band, and this is how you tie it so that it goes on your real hair. So here's a rubber band. You lay it on top of the hair, and all I do is pull the rubber band through the hair. If you can see. Oops. That didn't go as planned. Probably because I'm rushing, but yeah, I just pull it through and grab it, and then it hangs on like that. Nothing real hard. So once I've done that, it's secured, it's not going anywhere. I then put it on my ponytail. And you can do this however you choose, whatever's comfortable for you. But I just let it sit on there like that, right? See how that's on there? But what I do is spread the hair a little bit, the weave. And then all I do is start wrapping the hair around my bun. And you can do this however you want to do it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. It's just whatever's comfortable for you. So all I do is just take the hair and just constantly twist it around for for safety reasons. When I say safety reasons, for safety, so your hair don't come off. And I just wind it as tight as it's comfortable to me for my hair, and just keep winding it. And it can be as thick as you want it or as thin as you want it. It's just however, whatever's comfortable for you. Sometimes I do make it a little thick, but there it is. And so it's on there. And then what I do, so then I'll get another hair tie and I'll wrap it around because obviously you don't want it to slide off. And it wouldn't, because I've had it where I don't even use rubber bands. And I wear a shield all day, so it's not going anywhere. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but you can make it perfect to however you want it. You can make it thick or thin. This is a more thinner one. And so what I'll do is go in with my gel edge effect. And I got it here in my city. It's called Wig City, actually. So, and then I'll just go back in and lay down the edges so that it's not going anywhere. And again, I work where I have a shield on all day, so it doesn't have to be perfect because, if you wear anything that covers your hair, you already know it ain't gonna be perfect for long. Anyways, so I just go down back through there and gel everything down. And then if I want an extra hold, I'll go ahead and spray it with the Got To Be, which I'm running out of. As you can hear, it's actually coming out. And then you can just put some oil sheen on it too if you want to give it some shine, but I'm just going to work, so I'm not really trying to make it look like I'm about to walk the runway, or run the walkway, or walk the runway, however you want to say it. But that's what I'm doing. just tidying, because I do need a hairline. But this is like for simple. You're not trying to do too much, but you still want to look sleek and cute. You can just do it like that. And voila, you have a ponytail. You can have it down your back if you want it. But if you just want a small little bun, this is what I do. I obviously could wear my hair down, but why when you got to go to work and you're just going to pull it back up? But let's get off into, I'm going to talk to you guys while I prep my face. What I want to talk to you guys about is giving people the opportunity to tell you what they don't want to do. Sometimes we get caught up in hearing what people want to do, and that's easy to hear. But sometimes we neglect things and people because we're afraid to say what we don't want to do. Because we're afraid, and this is just witch hazel from Dollar Tree. I've had a zit right here for the last week, so I've been nurturing it. Even though my face is clean, I just constantly keep wiping it with the witch hazel to get that soreness out and, to let the pump go away. But anyways, we're comfortable with telling people what we want to do because, people can hear that better. They can digest hearing what you want to do better than what you don't want to do. But the downside in not allowing people to be comfortable to tell you what they don't want to do, you get pissed off. You get pissed off when they're not doing things that they don't want to do, but you haven't allowed them to be comfortable to tell you they don't want to do those things. And doing those things allow you to move forward to the next step. So if you're in a situation where everybody wants to do everything that's fun and great, obviously you're going to leave out things that need to be done that aren't fun and great, but they have to be done. So when you take a tally of, okay, so we don't want to do anything. There's things we don't want to do, but there's things that we have to do. But if you leave a soft place to fall for people to say, I'm not comfortable with doing this. If my back is against the wall, I'll do it, but I'm not comfortable for the most part doing that. Then you can allow yourself to delegate that responsibility that's not so fun to someone else who don't enjoy doing it, but they'll do it. But when you don't allow people to be comfortable and telling you what they don't want, you subject yourself to a lot of heartache, a lot of jobs not getting done, and you just start like nailing them to the cross about things that you really haven't allowed them to share with you. And so since you didn't ask them, you're just not doing it. And sometimes, there are things, and I reiterate this all the time, there are things we have to do that we don't want to do. We know that. That's life. But if you allow people to have grace and give them mercy by allowing them to say, I'm not comfortable with doing that. Because there might be something you're not comfortable with, and you wouldn't want somebody nailing you to the cross and making you do something you absolutely didn't want to do when there's options and resources and all that to where they can be done. So I say that because I used to do that parenting a lot. And I think we all have. I was born in that era where you really didn't question too much. You did what you were told and so on and so forth. But I made a fatal mistake. Now, on my face today, guys, I'm going to be using this moisturizer. And it's going to be the, Olay Eyes. And then this is the Olay Hydrating Cream. And then I'm going to use my 24 karat collagen face serum if I can talk. It's probably because I'm kind of rushing, and that's why I'm stuttering and saying the wrong words. But I wanted to do this video today because tomorrow is Saturday, and I don't know if I'm going to get around to doing a video on Self-Care Saturday. And then I'm going to spray my rose water on here. But anyways, so when my kids were younger, they didn't want to go to this particular gathering my friends were having. And I was like, well, you can go. You're going to have kids that are your age. You know these kids. You play with them all the time. But here's the reality. They weren't best friends with them. They didn't hang out with each other on the weekends and all that. But the people who were having the gathering at their house, we knew them. We grew up with them. Well, my kids grew up with them, and I've known their parents forever and ever. Well, all hell broke loose. Now, my kids didn't want to go. They initially told me they did not want to go. And guess what I did as a parent? Made them go. And they were at the age that, I could have let them stay at home. We could have did something else, whatever. But what did I do? I made them go. And like I said, all hell broke loose. And had I listened to them, had I let them tell me they didn't want to do something, and not even so much why, just go with they didn't want to do it. If I had to just took that advice and just, not even advice, if I just had to listen to the words that they were saying, a lot of things could have been avoided. But because I was in that, no, you're going to go and you're the kid and I'm the mom and I'm making them do that. And that was my nature. I always made them do things that they didn't want to do. You're going if you don't want to go. You're sitting here if you don't want to sit here, because that was that parenting of do what I say do, and we're not going to go back and forth. But had I listened to them in that particular situation, we could have avoided a lot of stuff. And I got to see a lot of things revealed, a lot of personalities were revealed, trust was revealed, lack thereof was revealed. But if I had to just allow them to tell me and listen and follow through with that, I could have saved myself a lot of headache and a lot of heartache. And so that's why I say it's important that you get real clear on what people want to do and get clear on what they don't want to do, because you can save yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of money, and a lot of hurt feelings if you just allow yourself to stop feeling like you're entitled and they're entitled to not feel how they want to feel. That didn't make sense, but you get what I'm saying. So I just wanted to jump on here to let you know that it's okay to let people tell you what they don't want to do. It's okay. You don't have to like it. You don't even have to do it. But there's options and resources for you and them if it's something you don't want to do. I mean, everything is not fun and exciting. You're not going to want to do everything all day, every day. And you shouldn't. But if you have resources and options, I'm probably not going to do another video a few minutes before it's time for me to go to work. But when you allow yourself and other people to be real and not just always tell you things that are fun and fluffy and all that, you can save yourself and them heartache, time, and energy, on things that you don't need to spend your time and energy on. The next thing I'm going to do is brush my eyebrows. I've done a video on this before where you don't have to go breaking the bank spending a whole bunch of money on eyebrow gel. I'm going to use this gel, but the video I did was I used spritz. I just dipped my brush into the spritz bottle, because y'all know spritz ain't letting nothing go nowhere. But I'm just going to dip it into my little gel. And I'm just going to brush my eyebrows this way. And there's your brow gel. And I do need my eyebrows done. Girl, I said girl, but I tried to wax my eyebrows a few weeks ago. Fail. I will not try that again. So I'm waiting before I go get a professional done, because I'm pretty sure I waxed some of my skin off. But yeah. And then every night I do this, and in the mornings as well, I take this little roller once all my stuff is on my face, and I just massage it in. And I got this little roller at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. So don't go and spend $5, $15 on something like this. You can get it for $1.25, and it does the same thing. And see this here, this little thing right here, over it. I know you're not supposed to pick out your imperfections in your body, but here we are. But yeah, and this is also good for your legs. Like my legs and my ankles are always swollen and they hurt from standing on them, and I have an injury anyways. You can get another one of these, because I decided I want to get another one, and I just use this on my legs and my face. But you can get this and roll it on your legs, and oh, it feels so good. But yeah, so that's what I do when I'm done, just to keep the circulation going. It does feel good, and it helps your moisturizer that you put on your face. It sets it in. So yeah, and then obviously you can wash it off, but it's mine. I'm the only one using it. And then I'm gonna put a little mascara on. But yeah, get comfortable with people. I'm gonna look at the mirror over here. Get comfortable with people being comfortable with telling you what they don't want to do. Don't take offense to everything people don't want to do, because it has nothing to do with you. It's not personal. It's just a preference, And it took me years and years and years to get to that point. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always been a person to be very clear on what I don't want to do. Just like I've been a person to be very clear on what I do want to do. But, I don't expect people to nail me to the cross because I don't want to do something. I don't expect them to like it and love it, but I'm not doing it or saying it for them to like it or love it. I'm doing it because it makes me comfortable, and I want to be able to provide service in areas that I can better thrive in, not just for myself, but for you or whatever the goal is. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish getting dressed. And so the next time, y'all already know we're going to talk about it. Stay tuned for more videos. Like, click, subscribe, share if you so choose to do so. If you have more videos you want to see me do, please put that in the comments. I'll do it within reasoning. Another thing, stay tuned for not September, we're already in October. October 22nd, I am doing a podcast. I'm inviting a few people over, and they're going to bring a couple of their topics, and we're going to put them in a bowl, and whatever topic is picked out, that's what we're going to talk about. So stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be, showing little videos, pictures, if we get around to doing all that. But definitely check out the podcast on Spotify, anywhere you get podcasts. Every Ray Living is there. But until the next time, you have a great day.